Hey girlies, so a couple of you have asked me for a how to make a lace frontal tutorial, so I am here with one. Please excuse my voice, I am coming down with like a cold or flu or something and my throat is hurting, but we're going to get this video done. So I'm just showing you the hair that I'm using, which is from FRONTAL hair on Aliexpress. They send flexi rods as a gift. I hope they do that for everyone. But I'm going to be bleaching the knots on the frontal. So this set I bought from eBay, I believe for about £15. You get the powder and the liquid, and I also brought the bowl and brush, can't think of the words, from eBay for about £4, and I'm just going to begin coating the lace with the bleach. So you want to make sure the baby hairs are off the bleach, otherwise you will have blonde baby hairs, so just make sure they are underneath the bundles, and you can leave that to sit for about 20 minutes to half an hour depending on the percentage of bleach you got. I had 30%, so I left it for about 20 to 30 minutes and then I washed it out, and this is how it was looking. Now I'm going to take my dome cap. I use a spandex one, you can use a mesh one, whatever one you feel comfortable using, and I'm going to begin pinning my frontal down. I pin it in a straight line, so I don't. When I first started making wigs, I used to pin it all wrong and then the wig used to come out too small. So you want to make sure you're pinning it in a straight line as close as you can to the front. It's fine if the frontal is falling on the wig head's face. It's fine. It just means it will be big enough for your head. If you have a small head, you don't have to worry about this. But if you've got an average to large head, I would say it's better to make it bigger than too small. So I just began stitching the lace frontal onto the spandex dome cap. So once the lace frontal is all stitched down, it should look something like this. It is falling all over her face, but that is perfectly fine because it fits my head once it's all done. So now I'm going to begin pinning the bundles down. So I start with the bottom row. I use the longest length and I pin it just above the spandex cap because too many times I've tried to avoid getting the elastic band and I always end up stitching the elastic band and it doesn't stretch. So I've decided to just skip the spandex band completely and put my first bundle right above it. You can't see it once all the hair's done anyway, so I put the first weft right above the elastic band and I stitch it on, and then once I reach the end of each row I fold over the bundle. I don't cut my bundles. I only cut my bundles on the last 3 rows closest to the lace frontal. So you'll see what I'm doing. I'm just going to let the video play and you can see what I'm doing. Youngbodzy.
See, I like when you come around, make you come and be my queen, oh. Make you move that thing, bring it down. Make you move that thing, bring it down. See, I like when you come around, make you come and be my queen, oh. Make you move that thing, bring it down. Make you move that thing, bring it down, oh. Hey mommy, you bring it down. The way you move the body, girl, you shut it down. Where you from, girl? Cause I see you around town and I'm a boss, man. So you know how it goes down. Me, I be check me, so I did run the town. I'm on my king shit, so I hold the crown. I did rap, I did sing, I did bust flows. I did drive around town and I did do shows. Take it down for me, take it down for me. The way you move your sexy body, take it down for me. The way you.
So with my wefts, I think you can tell I'm not taking them all the way to the lace frontal. I'm stopping them early. I'm just keeping them towards the back. That's because when I get to the last 3 wefts, I like to do the last 3 wefts from ear to ear, so it completely covers every single track. You don't ever see a fold over, you don't ever see anything.
Rockin' I'll be sure, take it down for me. Take it down for me, take it down for me. Call me Dragon Boy, cause I spit fire. All your best MCs, I make them retire. Body smoking, girl.
So I take the last 3 wefts and I stitch them from ear to ear, and then the last weft I stitch onto the lace frontal. So I put it through the lace frontal, through the weft, through the wig and through the lace frontal.
On fire, so let's love spread like a wildfire. See, I like when you come around, make you come and be my queen, oh. Make you move that thing, bring it down. Make you move that thing, bring it down. See, I like when you come around, make you come and be my queen, oh. Make you move that thing, bring it down. Make you move.
So once it's all stitched on, this is how the wig is looking. I'm going to move on to lace frontal customization now. I'm going to cut off the extra bit of wig cap that's left underneath the lace frontal. Then I'm going to move on to plucking. So I'm pinning down the lace frontal. As you can see, I use a white wig head for this so that I can see what I'm doing. If I used a black one, I couldn't see if I'm plucking too much or not enough, so I use my white foam head for this. And plucking is such a tedious process. It is very long. You feel like you're getting nowhere, but trust me, in the end it makes a huge difference to how it looks on your head. So I definitely advise a little bit of plucking. It will make the hair shed at the front, of course, because you're pulling the hair out. I then go in with my face powder and just touch up the part to make it look even more natural. Then I cut off the extra bit of lace. I also sew on an elastic band to make sure the wig is nice and secure on my head. And this is how I sew it on, so it's kind of like from temple to temple. Don't make it too tight or it will give you a headache throughout the day. So I put the wig on and then I measure it up to my head. So I want to make sure, sometimes the lace is too long, so you want to cut it just at your ear. So you make sure when it's glued down, it will look right and fit your face perfectly once you've done all the baby hairs and all of that jazz. So this is how the wig is looking without glue and without any gelled down baby hairs. But if I was to wear this wig out, I would most likely glue it and gel down some baby hairs just to hide the lace a tiny bit. But this is how it looks so far. I'm really pleased with how it turned out, and even after this video I went in and did a tiny bit more plucking just so I was 100% happy with the hair. Okay girlies, so this is the final wig. I'm still gonna go and wash the hair because I've only washed the frontal, but so far look at these curls. They're absolutely gorgeous. Of course, I've spoke about curly hair on my channel before, but if you don't know, the more you touch it and run your fingers and comb through it, the bigger it gets. So in order to take it back down to its normal curly state, you take a spray bottle with water and conditioner and then brush it through with a wide tooth comb and it should be good as new. That's what I've done here because my frontal was looking a bit flat, so I had to do that to revive the curls at the top. So yeah, I'm gonna go in and wash the rest of the wig, but I just wanted to show you how the wig turns out after you follow the steps that I show you. I probably will go back in and do some extra plucking just to make sure the frontal is exactly how I want it. Also, this frontal is not glued down. As you can see, I'm flapping, but if it was, then I could do different styles with it. For example, I could have a high bun at the front and then the rest of the hair down and curly. So just giving you my quick thoughts on this hair. I haven't had it long, I've literally just made the wig and put it on my head, but from working with it and wearing it right now, I can say it is so soft, like the softest curly hair I've ever felt, because sometimes it has like coarse texture to it, but this is honestly so soft and lightweight. Like, it's really, really nice hair. The curls are really, really defined all throughout the hair. Of course, these are wet and these aren't wet, so you can see the difference between wet and dry, however you want to wear it. But yeah, the curls are really nice and defined. There was some shedding as I was brushing the hair out, but I expect shedding from curly hair. Not crazy amount of shedding, but I always expect minimal shedding from curly hair because just like my own natural hair, it tangles and it does come out. So full and thick and fluffy for only 3 bundles of hair and a frontal. And the best thing about this, which I have not seen from AliExpress companies, is the frontal actually matches the wave pattern of the bundles. So I'm absolutely obsessed with that. Over the moon, could not be happier. So yeah, that is it from me, girlies. I hope this video was helpful. If it was, then please give me a thumbs up. Please subscribe to my channel. I will leave the links to this hair down below in case you're interested. It's by AliBele or AliBele, is it? I don't know how to say it, but I will leave the links down below in case you're interested, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.